Hello everyone. Good morning in Europe. Good evening in United States. This is Ahura with another daily outlook video. As you know, in this series of videos, we are looking at the market, what is going on, what's happened, and what is our prediction for today's in financial market. So far, so news. We had too many news and too many things happening around that changing the market attitude. As you know, first, about the Omicron variant of the coronavirus. As you know, the Omicron variant's concerns are growing, and at the same time, we have a different news that, yeah, this pill is better, this vaccination system is better, and things like that. Whatever it is, we know already that more countries they're going to lock down. Some countries they already went to the lockdown, like in Netherlands, until next January 14. So too many countries right now they're going to decide. However, yesterday President Biden once again emphasized that United States is not going to have any lockdown. At the same time, the other news and event that this is as the reaction. So yesterday, as the reaction, so yesterday you see that the market risk increased, even if a little bit decreased at the end, but still the market risk is so high. This is the VIX chart. In the US dollar chart, you can see that the US dollar is still increasing and above 96 and yeah, yesterday fell a little bit, closed a little bit lower than the opening price, but still it is moving in a clear uptrend. Another event or news that yesterday changed the market attitude was the news that Mr. Biden's spending plan blocked, and now the economists they are expecting the lower GDP for 2022 in United States. Uh, the reason that yesterday we were, I mean, the reason that this happened, it was because that the Mr. mentioned, Joe mentioned that one of the Democrats, Democrats later can say that for the guys that they're not senators, that Joe mentioned is the Senate Democrat senator who is a little bit I cannot say that the leader, but still is one of the important senators in the Democrat Party. However, on Sunday, he told that he couldn't support the Biden's bill. The Biden's bill is including the Biden's is including the some environment plans, some social totally about like social care, about healthcare and stuff like that. It's just 2 billion dollars. Uh, this while we are going to the to hawkish hawkish policies, where we are taking the hawkish steps in central bank, and expecting to less buy the less asset buying plan from the Federal Reserve, with increasing the interest rate. If we do not have this BBB plan uh, from Mr. Biden, then it means that the market will have less support. So if with this less support, we are waiting to have less uh, less economic growth for 2022 from earlier expectations. Sorry. So the economic growth expectations is lowered right now because of things that happened in the United States. And for now, that was the reason that last night, as you can see here in the SP 500 chart, this free fall now that here we can see in the chart is right after the from yesterday afternoon actually started, and day before that mostly day before, yeah, from Friday. The downside starts from Friday, but yesterday it's got more support. The bears they got more support with the mentions comments about the Biden's social care plan. That was the same in the Nasdaq to close lower. That was the same in the Dow Jones as well to close lower. The futures are increasing. One of the reasons that the futures a little bit like right now for today morning, a little bit they have kind of correction right now. You can see it's the Dow Jones. Look at here, that's the same thing in the Nasdaq and ASP 500. There was a news about at the same time we had a news about different pills and the vaccines that they got a better reactions against Omicron variant. So we have optimistic, we are also kind of the market analysts, they are optimistic about that changing the market attitude. Therefore, the bulls and bears, they are kind of they're in a war against each other. They have a different news with the different news. They're moving each other up and down. However, the overall market sentiment is still negative, and we do not have the positive sentiment here to see that decrease. This Biden's rejecting the Biden's plan for 2022 was the main reason to increasing the cryptocurrencies and especially Bitcoin market. You can see the Bitcoin is returned to the positive side. Yesterday we were talking about when we were talking about the cryptocurrency. I told that we don't have the reason for now to have a bullish side, bullish signal, which we didn't have yesterday. But at the same time, the downside also is getting a little bit weaker. So we couldn't, but after right after this news, the news about that rejecting the Mr. Biden's plan, social care plan, it was the reason to help to support the cryptocurrencies market to increase. So that's why that you can see the Bitcoin is increasing. At the same time, about the oil market, let me show the oil chart. Where is the crude oil? Yes, this is crude oil. On the crude oil yesterday, with with this coronavirus news, when the oil was falling, the news about the shutting down the Libyan production by I think 200, almost 240 some barrels per day, something like 200, 250. Let's say that 250,000 barrels per day. I think something like that. It was the numbers, some numbers around that. It's shut down in Libya just few days before election. We will have the election in Libya soon. So this it means that they will have an election and things change. Maybe it takes a little bit more time to recover. Therefore, it's got the some it brings the some support to the oil market. Still, if we have a little bit optimistic as we saw in the stock market here yesterday, this optimistic that came to the market can help the oil price as well with this news that we had from Libya. Therefore, we have to see and wait. We have to wait and see more updates from the coronavirus and from the Libya. Most probably till next 1 week, we don't have the support. We will miss this Libyan production at least for a week till it's get recovered. But for now, with this situation, market sentiment and situation, we have to wait for more news from COVID-19. The other news that I can say that what's happened, which is just I'm looking at about what can change the market attitude right now. But whatever it is, the most news is about the Mr. Biden's plan rejection in Mr. Biden's plans rejection in the Senate and the news about that. This is very serious. If it goes same, but it's not 100% rejected, we can say, because they have a time to talk still. But still, however, it is negative news for U.S. stock market and generally U.S. economy because it means that less support we'll have for the next year. Sorry, I'm looking at the news that say that whatever it is that can change the market. Yeah, so nothing important anymore. Just like the most important news that I talked that it was in the market, we talked about that. So, the short review. Yeah, the news that could change the market we talked about already. About the economic calendar. Yesterday, let me see the economic calendar. Yes, yesterday, as you know, the economic calendar, most important that happened in the economic calendar was the Chinese rate reduction, kind of rate cut, but with the 5 basic point from 3.85 to 3.8. It was the most important news of yesterday. Today, so far, the market, we had economic, we had a mid-year economic forecast from Australian Central Bank from Australia, but on RBA meeting minutes, I didn't read them yet. but that was the what we had. I have to go and go after and check it. But in Canada, we have a retail sales data, which is very important, and in the United Kingdom, CPI industrial data will be in the focus for today. Not a busy day, so light day, and we don't have that much news in the day during the day until there are. So this was the news. Let's see that the market go the US dollar chart. US dollar chart still in an uptrend. RSI in the day in day trade chart is one. RSI at 53. OBV trend line is increasing. It has a side movement with the uptrend tendency. Gold in the 1 hour chart still with the RSI at 41. Uh, that OBV trend line, you can see here, the OBV trend line is kind of stopped falling more. Therefore, with the stop falling more of the OBV trend line, the price is trying to get back. So we can see some correction signal here around this. Maybe we will have $5-10 correction from here, but generally it's in the general we can say still in a side movement. It's going over. About the oil, fundamental we talk, technical it is a little bit it's again back. RSI at about 55, overview trend line increasing, the price increasing. So technically we can see higher prices. In the 1 hour chart of the SP 500, also same RSI 55. We can probably today is a correction day in the stock market. Yeah, today is a correction day. We can see the same recovering signals in the Nasdaq. Same thing in the Dow Jones, a little bit maybe correction a little bit. In Dow Jones in Dow Jones will be a little bit slower, but still it is a correction. For the Bitcoin, technically and fundamentally, we are back to. I mean, kind of, it was a little bit more than correction, so we are back. It can change. This movement can change the market situation if we can break 51K. 51K is uh, here almost. But let's just say here is 51K. I think, let's here we go. Almost here. Yeah. If we can break the 51K, if you see, as you see here, 51K was main support, one of the K support before. 20, the 50 DMA sits as 49,000, almost 49K. If we break the 50 DMA, and we can, sorry, 20 DMA at 49K, then the 50 DMA at 56 will be in the spotlight. However, 51K I think is a more important level. If we can break the 51K, then higher numbers will be a little bit more in the spotlight. So therefore, as long as the 51K is not breached, we cannot count too much on the uptrend. But this correction can be for now the short-term correction, short-lived correction. But any uptrend need to pass 51K. About the Euro USD still trading in a side movement with no direction. Any upturn need to be about 1.3020. Otherwise, the market is in a side and downtrend. Stock market is the Euro 50, it's a European stock market. It's a general downtrend as long as it's not changing anything. Yeah, the general is a downtrend EU 50 and yeah, 4,200 almost is a K level for EU, but under 4,150 or 4,200 it's a K level. Under that is the under downtrend. GBP USD overall downtrend with the side movement for 2 days in the market for 2 days also. We don't have that much news from none of the none of developed economies. UK 100 is a correction day for UK 100 for today also. Yesterday corrected after the positive, a little bit positive news from the medicines in the United Kingdom for the Omicron variant, but therefore generally the market's attitude is positive today. For the UK, it will be the same. For Nikkei 225 also is increasing. USD JPY in a side movement. This overall the market sentiment and what's going on in the market. Hope it was useful for you guys. If there is anything that you think I need to talk more about that or to add or to cut it, please let me know your idea, what you think, and what is your expectations from these videos. See you guys. Bye tomorrow.